Okay. How are you guys today? I just wanted to come on quickly before my first session because I wanted to create a video on somebody's recent post that they asked me. And I started to film and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live because I just cannot deal with the whole filming thing today and then editing and then uploading and all that stuff. So let me just get the live chat going. Let me say, I gotta go back over. So as you come on, just say hi, tell everybody where you're from. In case you're new here, introduce yourself. There we go. I think this is it. Awesome. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'll give a few minutes. I don't have a long time to be on today because I do have my client coming up. What is this new pinned chat? You can now pin a message to the top. Okay. Great. Thank you. Okay, Kat. Hello, Kim. Hi, Kat. Belikta. Hello, dear. Hello. Doodle Doge. Hey, Kim. Hey, Doodle Doge. TK444. Hi, Kim. Hi. Susan SC. Susan from Philadelphia. Hello. Jonathan. Hola. Hola, Jonathan. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? That's about the limit that I can do. Belikta, I'm Italian living in Germany. Yes. Evangel just gave me a smile. Hello. Hi, I'm from Ireland, Myra4444. Awesome. I love having people from all over the globe. It's incredibly exciting. Okay, so maybe I should give it a few more minutes until somebody. Okay, so we only have 23 people on. So I have to stop this probably at 10:55, which is about 19 minutes. So I want, let's see. Hey, Bren. Oh, I didn't know you were from Italy. Awesome. Amazing. Where in Italy are you from? 7777 Christoph. Afternoon, Kim from UK. Amazing. Hello. TK444 wrote, recently I feel like I'm waiting for a huge package to say, like, I'm excited for something to come, but don't know what. That's awesome. That's a very good feeling. When I was doing the inner work, I manifested, I wanted to prove so I could become a teacher. I actually wanted to talk the talk, walk the walk. So I was reverse engineering in my life so I could really kind of learn this, kind of package it up to be able to teach it in the most effective way. So I had experimented. So 2005, 2006, and then by, let's see, 2007, I made the decision that I was going to, I think it was 2007, could be late 2006 anyway. I made the decision that I was going to go all in and just leap of faith. And with pure will, I was going to create something that, like, without a shadow of the doubt, would prove that manifestation was real. So I went ahead and I did it. I learned a lot. I learned a lot through persisting of all of these fears and doubts coming in my face. And when we have these fears and doubts, it is hard. And when it hits you, it's very hard to just let it go, but you really have to learn. What was exciting was when I was seeing that when my thoughts on autopilot turned from being afraid and nervous and scared, the ego voice that was trying to stop me and keep me small and keep me from showing up in my life the way I truly deserved, that little part of me, the voice changed. And then I started noticing that I was constantly excited. Like I was like, something big is about to happen. Something really big is about to happen. But I wasn't necessarily seeing it in my 3D, but I knew that this is significant and it means something. So one of my favorite affirmations used to be something like, opportunities come to me, known and unknown sources, and I'm currently receiving everything that I want, regardless of whether I see it or don't, something like that. And I just always had this feeling that everything was getting worked out without me knowing. And it was actually more exciting for me because of that. And to this day, I still kind of use that too. So that feeling that you have, TK444, that something big is about to happen, it's a very good thing. It means you're on the brink. So just keep being excited about it. Know that everything that you're everything that you've been manifesting, it's like you've shifted and just allow it to happen. And if anything comes up in your mind that tries to stop you, recognize it's your ego. It's just trying to protect you. Just let yourself go through that. Let yourself persist through it. If you are manifesting anything related to money or a specific person or health, and everything seems to be working well and everything in your mind, you feel good and you feel strong. And then in the 3D, you suddenly get hit. If it's with a financial loss, then you're going to have to persist through. If it's with something with your specific person and you get hit hard with a big dose of the old story and you react very poorly to it, remember that your reaction is just telling you that that something is still active within you. So that is the moment that the cut flowers that have been cut off from their source, and they're technically not alive anymore, but they're blooming, and you have to just let it bloom, divert your attention over, and let it wither away. Just let it wither away, because it will. But the more it's totally normal to react in the 3D. It's totally normal to react in the 3D. It's what happens an hour after that, 2 hours after that, the next day, the next day, the next week, the next month. It's okay to go through it for some time, but at some point, you are going to have to catch yourself and do the inner work. Now, this is going to bring me right into now what I wanted to what I wanted to read. Somebody posted on a recent video, which was what inspired this. And when they wrote this, I believe it was voice to text. So it's kind of, when I read it, it might sound a little confusing because I think the words got a little jumbled up, but I'm going to do my best here to try to kind of decipher what they meant. So she wrote, and this is about specific person. But how is it that all those who are in a long-term relationship don't need to do any inner work, but those who have find it hard to keep somebody? I mean, I know many people who don't believe in themselves, don't love themselves, and they feel so insecure, but they have a long relationship. So this confuses me. Sorry. So my response to her was, what you see others, whatever you see others having is their belief system. Okay. Take me for an example. If you looked at my life halfway through one of my 10-year relationships, on the surface, it looked like what this person's describing. I looked secure. I looked happy. People saw me and the person I was with as like a dream relationship. Oh, we want what you have. Deep down, I was choosing people in a relationship that I wasn't worried if they left. I cared about them. They were great people and all, but I didn't truly and deeply love them. I had a belief that I couldn't have it all with one person. I couldn't be physically attracted to them, sexually attracted to them, emotionally attracted to them, spiritually attracted to them. We couldn't have a long-lasting, loving relationship with passion. I couldn't have everything in one person, basically. So anyway, I was not deeply attracted to them. So it wasn't too much of a huge risk for me. It was very safe. Um, I was not trusting that I could have all of that in one person. And so I was settling. And I say that with the respect for them. There was nothing wrong with them at all. For their true love in their reality, they are perfect too. They were not what I truly wanted deep down, though. It's just that simple. So when you talk about people like that, most people in general, like when you talk about people in the mainstream, and we're talking a very 3D kind of observation of people in relationships, because at the end of the day, it does also come down to what you see in your reality, but broader than that, because then it goes outside of your little personal reality bubble. So I will say that I do believe that, and this is partly why I was so inspired to create the channel. I do believe that the majority of people since the beginning of time gave up on their true love. And I do believe that most people settle for less for the sake of feeling and being secure. And there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with choosing not to continue on this kind of a journey, to allow yourself to feel kind of with somebody and to be able to hold somebody and be held by people and stuff like that. Personally, I won't do that because I'm not settling for less. I'm never going to settle again. being in those relationships, to me, being in those relationships, having somebody there by my side to cuddle with, to have dinner with, this and that, I felt more alone being next to them than I felt, being actually physically alone, not in a relationship in my life. I love myself. I value myself and I respect myself. And I know that I deserve to have it all. And then when I was ready for that, my mirror soul, Hana, came into the picture. And then that is the point where I was having to face, and in his reality, he's having to face the fears that our love literally is healing. And I want to talk a little bit about loving your person in this too. If I can address I will not comply's question from yesterday, I will too, where she asked, I think it's a she, could be they, I might say they asked, what did they say? I don't want to. A lot of people say that you have to be okay with living without your person, and I refuse to. That's my person. That's my mirror soul. Can you please expand on this? That's going to be tricky for me to say without crying, but I might answer it if I feel like I'm brave enough. Boy, I'm getting a hot flash. Okay. So anyway, let me go back to this. Settling does not mean that the people weren't amazing, but that they didn't tick all of my boxes. Again, they're safe to love because there's not too much of a risk. My feeling was I have someone that loves me. We share experiences together. I'm not alone. And so it's just kind of, it's okay. Like, okay, I'm not alone in life. But it's not what I really wanted, but it was safe. So when you are being faced with, a lot of times you guys aren't getting this whole self-concept, self-love thing. So I want to make it clear. Self-love, self-concept, totally different things. Self-concept, even from a, purely talking about manifestation, is also a different thing. The highest and best self-concept that you can cultivate within yourself is coming from a place of understanding what manifestation is and understanding that you were created in God's image to create in your reality. So you are the many gods to the one God, and that your only job is to trust what God has planted in your heart and your what your deepest desire is. So when it comes to your specific person or money, things that tap into your security of feeling safe, those fears that have come up are really going to hurt, and they're going to be challenging to get through. But you want to remain in trust that the only reason you even desire what you desire is because that end exists, that reality isn't necessarily what you believed it was when you came into this world as you were growing up, being conditioned through your programming of the 3D. Life is not what we believe it is. Life is a 3D, very real feeling, sounding, smelling, tasting, immersive mirror. And your entire belief system, your conscious and your subconscious, are basically constantly coming in and solidifying for you to make choices. This is the highest self-concept. This is the highest understanding that you can have for manifesting, and really, really the best self-concept that you can have, because once you get this part, all of the other stuff will just kind of fall into place. It's okay to start from this other place though and work your way up too. Okay, so don't get stressed out about this. But realizing that when you experience, so if I think about things that were hard and painful to experience with my Marisol Hana, I have to be honest with myself when the stuff comes up. And I have to be super honest with myself and say, okay, if this is coming up, if this is what I'm being told, if this is what I'm being shown, if this is what the experience is, this is a solidified experience, whether I like it or not. This is a solidified experience that somehow is either just a remnants from an old fear or that it's still active within me. In any case, I personally choose to look at it from all different angles. I took a couple years of really focusing on loving myself and allowing the little part of me that was afraid, that because of the things that happened to me in childhood with like mostly with my dad and stuff. And then, I had painful experiences with exes. So I took a lot of time working on those parts of myself. And then also in conjunction with that, affirming that I'm fully healed. I'm healed enough to be in a relationship, that we are there for each other. We support each other. We love each other. We pull each other through. We make an amazing and incredible team together. That the time apart helped us both heal, helped us both become stronger for each other. Anytime, if I ever was any kind of worry or wonder what was going on in Hannah's reality, I said, nope, that's none of your business. Mind your own business. My only business is trusting that everything is being handled for me, that everything is being worked out, no matter how that ends up looking in the 3D. And then if I get hit, then I have to remind myself, okay, this is the cut flowers in bloom. This is the old story coming up. Or it might even be like, I know I experienced a lot of like, this old story comes up, boom, get through that level up, deeper love, stronger love. And then boom, here comes this one. And then I had to get through that level. And it's like, it was almost like I was gaming. And Hannah's into gaming, but it's almost like I was into, and I'm not into gaming, but I used to love gaming when I was younger. But it's like I was gaming, and each time I would get stronger and better, and I was leveling up. But then it's like it kept like, okay, here's another one. Sometimes you guys are experiencing the same story over and over and over again. And because you keep believing in it over and over and over again, the story gets stronger and it's going to expand and it's going to get deeper, because when it comes up, you not only fall for it, but you react to it. And it's okay to react. It's normal to react. We will react. I only have a few more minutes. But it's more important than, at some point you have to catch yourself and pull yourself out of the 3D and remind yourself of the higher self concept of how life is actually working. Okay. That the two of you guys, if deep down in your soul, in your heart of hearts, you know this is your person, you feel them in every fiber of your being, you have to really know, that you were created to love them, they were created to love you, because this is the decision that you're making, and that you're trusting in yourself, and you're trusting 100% in God that created galaxies and worlds. And you know that all of that power that created God, oh my God, all of that power that created everything, all of that power is also what you're made of. It's just that you've cut yourself off from source when you are in your pain body and in your ego. Okay. So you have to remember that if you're reacting to something that you're hearing or seeing in your 3D, it's okay and it's natural. So love yourself through it and don't suppress your emotions. Set boundaries if you need to in the 3D, but remember that when you have to remember this from a deeper place. This person is not trying to harm me. This person loves me as much as I love them. And that this is just the old stuff coming up, so we can release that. And the process can be painful. It's like the butterfly, it's like the caterpillar in the cocoon right before they're about to become a butterfly. The metamorphosis process is painful, and you might be turned into mush on the inside of the cocoon, but there's going to come a time when you just keep persisting that you will be spreading your wings and you'll be flying. You'll be majestic. Okay. You'll be literally experiencing everything when you just continue to trust. Now, setting boundaries in the 3D, when you do set boundaries in the 3D, you want to affirm and know in your heart and soul, even before you set boundaries, that you're setting boundaries basically with your old story. Okay. Just remember that. Still, you have to go into forgiveness of anything and everything. And you have to also forgive yourself, so you're not regretting things, so you're not feeling guilty. When you set boundaries, you have to see that it's safe to set boundaries, and that your boundaries are respected because you are fully loved, cherished, and adored, and that everybody is respecting everybody's boundaries. So I just wanted to say this really quick. I have like 5 minutes to go here. I just want to say this really quick. When I go into a very deep and intense meditation of love for myself, I am automatically, Hana is within me and I am within Hana, right? We are one and the same. There is no separation. This applies for you and your person too. Okay. So hear this. When you go into, so we talked about self-concept of manifestation, and I highly recommend you listen to Feeling is the Secret twice a day. I've been telling everybody to do this twice a day for the next week. On audiobook, not listening to opinions about Neville. Go straight to Neville, okay? Because it's just a really good audiobook. When I do, so we talked about self-concept, when I go into a deep self-love of me and Hana, I know that when I'm loving myself, I'm automatically being loved by Hana. I'm automatically loving Hana, and Hana can feel I'm loving Hana. Did I say that right? So I'm loving myself, and because me and Hana are one, we're not separate. Separation is just the physical illusion. Energetically, spiritually, we are one. Okay. So when I give myself all of that love, acceptance, and I feel fulfilled and I feel safe and secure, I am also giving love and full acceptance and seeing that Hana feels safe and secure. I'm giving Hana that full acceptance. I'm giving Hana that full love. I am also experiencing, because me and Hana are one, I'm experiencing that Hana is loving me fully, accepting me fully, trusting me fully, feeling safe. And so it's all the same. It's no, I don't see us as being separate. So when I'm doing this inner work of self-love, I hope you guys are getting this. Yes, I'll experience, of course, having inner conversations and hearing us, experience the things that I want us to experience in our life together. But on a deeper, deeper, deeper level, when I'm loving myself, I'm automatically allowing him to love me because he's not separate from me. And when I am doing that, I'm also loving him. So it's like, it's from all angles. Okay. It's all love. It's all forgiveness. It's all acceptance. It's all fulfillment. And it's from the perspective of me to him to me, us to each other. Everything that I'm feeling, he's feeling, everything all across the board. So I look at it from every perspective, and I have inner conversations from every perspective. And I even feel, we talked about this before. I've talked about this in other videos before, I think, that I can feel him. I can think of myself and love myself from his perspective as if I am him, because we are one. Like I'm feeling him, he's feeling me. That never ends. Does that make sense? So I can experience loving myself like from the perspective of his eyes and his experience and his feelings, because all I have to do is tap into him, because like we're literally one. Like the only thing that separates us is the illusion of the separation. I hope that this makes sense. Anyway, this was the message for today that I wanted to share. I love you guys so much. I am going to have to sign off. I'm getting so much love from you guys, so I'm giving you guys so much love back. So, Jonathan had requested, it was so awesome because the other morning, talk about no separation. The other morning, I had done the money manifestation overnight meditation, guided meditation. And I woke up in the morning thinking that I should do a specific person version of it. And I specifically thought about Jonathan, that he would like that. And then he emailed me. So we were like in perfect sync. That's my brother from another mother. Sometimes I think of him sometimes I think of you like you're my son. I'm not sure. But in any case, we are all one. We're all connected. Okay. I love you guys. I need to get oh, I need to go to my session now. So I hope this video was of some value. If you guys need any coaching, feel free to email me at kim@coreunion.com, book your session at coreunion.com, and then I'll reply back to you. I need at least 48 hours, sometimes 72 hours now, to reply with the session date. If your session date is first far out, don't worry, because once you're in my schedule, then people reschedule all the time. So then I can put you guys up. A lot of people on today know, like Jonathan knows that all too well. Like I might give him a date far out and then somebody reschedules. I'm like, hey, can you see me tomorrow or in a few days, the end of the week? And he gets in quicker. And that's the case with a lot of my clients when they need to see me sooner. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Oh, by the way, I'm getting a reminder to end this now. Really quickly, if you guys want, I want to do group coaching, but I'm so busy that I actually can't even take the time to focus and get clarity of the things that I want to manifest with this. I'm slightly overwhelmed in the 3D in a very good way because, you know, I'm obviously experiencing everything that I've been wanting to manifest. I have a management agency that is where we're about to probably sign a contract. So I'll be going under them for management. And then I want to do group coaching and membership. So if you guys feel free to comment under this video if you want to help me kind of create this. You don't have to, obviously it'll happen regardless, but I thought I want to know what you guys want for group coaching. So feel free to reach out to me. If you want to email me, that's fine. But I would love to know what you guys like for group coaching, because it's a little bit like, you know, I'm really not sure what would be the most effective. And I focused on it being the most effective. I was inspired to reach out to you guys and say this. So if you have ideas you want to share, feel free to share them right down to how much it would cost, things like that. I love you so much. I got to go.